Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Cycles. You're in day 7. We have some light work coming at us today. You need a small or shorter box, step, whatever. We're going to be getting into some cardio stuff. We have some core, a little bit of legs. Start with me at the back of your mat, and we're just going to hinge over those thighs. Bend your right knee, bend your left. We're going to be going through 30-second sets, and there will be no transition time. And we're going to be going through 6 rounds of work. So we're going to do a box run. Then we're going to be doing we'll do 30 seconds on the right side, 30 seconds on the left. We're going to do a lateral leg drop. So we'll just stand on the top of the box. Come forward with me into your downward facing dog. Make sure you grab the core, pedal the legs. So we're going to drop our leg off, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. We're going to do a box runner. We're going to do plank steps, and then we're going to do a Copenhagen. All right, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Walk your hands in, or I'm sorry, your feet in nice and wide. Sit your hips down. Let's take that yogi squat. Set your hands together. Maybe shift a little left and right. Lift one heel, then the other, whatever kind of works for you. Keep that going back and forth. Perfect. Okay, and then just drop your left knee down, bring your right leg forward. We'll get a little bit of that hip flexor stretch going in there. Probably get into those hip flexors a bit today. Keep a little bounce going. Not holding anything too static yet before our set. Then switch the legs. Bring your right leg back, left leg forward. Get that little bounce. Okay, so we're going for time, so you get to go as fast or as slow as you would like. If you don't have access to a box or a step, just pitter patter your legs forward and back. Shuffle forward, shuffle back. When we get to the leg drop, you can do a Patrick step. Just keep the same type of movement going and don't worry about there not being elevation. All right, you can also go outside and use a curb or step, something like that. Here we go, running up and down, right then left. 30 seconds, so right, left, right, left. As we get going, maybe you can build a little bit of speed. Don't trip over the box. We're just slowly building. So whatever feels like work, but nothing too crazy aggressive for you. That's what we're going for. You should enjoy the work. Shouldn't feel too crazy. Okay, now you're going to do your left leg lead. So left leg jumps up first. Keep checking in with that core. Constant core flex. We need to keep that back and hips in place and position so we're not putting pressure on the low back. My heart rate's coming up. Stay on top of your box. Turn around and just drop your heel off. Woo! I was going to try to drop to the bottom. There we go. Your knee can pass the toes for this one, but keep your heel on the box and feel that quad push you up. Core stays strong. And you're really not putting much work, switch to the other side, on the pushing, that dropping foot at all, right? So we're not pushing up. My right leg's the one dropping. I'm not driving up off of it like we would with a box step. That's just my range. Maybe you're here, not tapping. That's okay. We got some balance. Next, we're going to do a box runner. Okay, so one leg is on, one leg is off. Just hippity hop, back and forth. Again, we have that heart rate pushing a bit, the core holding that flexion and support. Knees line with toes. Okay, plank. Shoulders over the wrist, toes on that box. Drop your toe, left, and the right. So now we're definitely going to get into the core and then our inner thighs through a Copenhagen. And then we're 1 round in, and we have 5 to go. Now you know what's coming. Okay, elbow drops. One leg supports on the box, your other leg lifts. So you have your core flexed and strong, but then you're supporting the lift with the inner thigh, that groin on the lifting leg. Lengthen the body as much as you can. Keep that constant flexion. Rotate to the other side. I remember the first time I did these, I actually couldn't really do them. I was like, okay, there is a muscle group I need to work on. Got some weakness going on there. Find that core, find your pelvic floor. We're going to come up for those box runners next. So we're going to eat into our clock. Start with the left, then the right. Get your little rhythm going. Okay, right leg. Right leg first. Good deep breaths. Nice strong core. We're working from the mobility in our hip joint as opposed to twisting in the pelvis. All right. Start with your other leg first, and then we're going to do that lateral drop. Same here. I want to get set. Make sure things lined up. So our hips stay as level as possible. I have a marked difference in ability left to right side. Range, stability. Make sure you're watching your knee and toe. So they need to stay lined up. Sitting the hips back so that you get that glute involved. Our runners are next. 3, 2, and 1. Just a little switch. A little shuffle on that box. A little more speed than we're capable of on the runners. On our box steps. Still working from that hip joint. Pelvis stays stable. Next up, plank and toe tap. Chest between the thumbs, shoulders over the wrists. Trying to keep those hips squared to the ground. Try not to rock and rotate. Okay, we're going to start on second side Copenhagen first. Okay, so that left elbow down. Flex into the inner thigh. Scan the body. These isometric holds. It's really good to set in, focus, flex, switch up, and notice what you're feeling. If you can get back to breathing in and out through your nose, please do. Find your core, find that inner thigh. Back up, right leg lead first. Set 3. Notice what's going on. What do the knees want to do? Which direction do the toes want to face? Keep everything, left leg straight ahead, squared off. Tighten up that core, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Okay, that lateral box drop. Find that knee and toe. Find your balance. Focus. Come on, Kelly, focus. 3, 2, and 1. Shift it over. Watching that knee. So my knee definitely wants to fall in toward that big toe on this side. Watch it. Keep it tracked up. Making sure, Cape plank taps. Making sure you're not rotating, right? Hips line with the shoulders so they're not poked up in the air. And then our Copenhagen. I'm back to my left side on the box. You can feel so much through your obliques here as well. Front of the belly, if I think about it. Check in, tighten it up. Other side. Pushing my hips forward, lifting them up, flexing it all. Woo, halfway. Woo, okay. Just that low box run here. I guess I'm calling this a box run. And then the other one, the shuffler, box runner. Maybe we should call it a shuffle. Box shuffle. Other side. Okay, left foot on the box for me. My second side. from last time. Settle down, take your time, notice what you're feeling. That thigh and knee could be a little wobbly, that's okay. Switch. We are training. All right, our back and forth runner, next one, that shuffler. Oh, time. Oy. So just a shift, just a switch, left, right switch, back and forth, as opposed to up, up, down, down. Where's that core? We're really going to find it now. High plank, and then tap off. You want to feel the body lengthen, even though we're trying to find that tuck under. So lengthen in terms of no pokey butts, no saggy butts. Here we go. And we're up. Copenhagen. Driving the hips forward. The biggest focus should be on that groin. Your top leg, inner thigh. Switch. You got it. If you're a runner or a cycler, you do kind of steady state movements. That's in one plane. These types of exercises, like the Copenhagen, are very, very good to keep your knees, everything else firing or in the right place, happy, right? So we need those abductors, adductors, help keep the musculature to support the joints, knees, hips, back, all up and down that chain. Other side. Okay, box drop, lateral box drop. Feel this abductor, hamstring, glute, that groin again, the adductor, the quad. Feel the ankle, good mobility on that ankle, good kind of stretch through the calf. If you can keep, you must keep that heel drop down in contact with the box. Plank taps. Solid plank. So we got our plank here, and then we're getting this movement side to side to reinforce holding the hips stable while one leg is moving. So if you had a block, it's your Copenhagen. If you had a block on your back, it wouldn't fall off, right? No way. Make your little adjustments. Find that perfect form. Find your breath. Find those isometric flexions and switch. We're going to have one round left to go. Woo! Back to those runners. Tighten it in. Lock it up. Find that pace. Other side. Whew. Keep those knees coming straight ahead. Feet pulling straight up. As opposed to winding around, right? So instead of pulling around, step straight up. 'Shouldn't cause knee pain. So back off your range if it does. Other side. Ten seconds left here. 2 and 1. Okay, hit that shuffle. Think about pushing more off your lifted leg, the one on the box. That's your driving force. Then the floor leg. Woo. All right, plank it up. Stay with it. Keep your form. Try not to just check the box. Drop it down. Find your Copenhagen. If you need to keep your bottom knee on the ground, that's fine. And just keep flexion like you're getting ready to lift the bottom leg. Up and at 'em, that's great. Find the heat. Switch. Twist it over. Flex out. Come on. Open the chest. Come on, stay with me. You got it. Open it up. Time. All right. 1 minute to go. We either forgot something or I set the timer wrong. So bring it down with me, using your box if you have it. Now we're going to go into a glute bridge. So we're just going to work it. Get your hips up. Enjoy opening through those hip flexors. Not intense, but you can find 30 seconds to go. That glute. It's good to get those legs lifted higher than the heart. A little bit of the blood flow the other direction. See if you can find your glutes, find your inner thighs, find your hamstrings. And time. Well done. Okay. So we have a couple options here for our stretch. If you have access to a wall and you prefer, just slide your legs straight up a wall. So you put your butt right on the wall, feet are going to go straight up it, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Okay, if you don't have a wall, or if you feel comfortable with just raising up, I think it's called a shoulder stand, I'm not actually sure, but we're just going to get that flush of the legs still going. Tuck your chin, push into the elbows, point your toes, trying to get your hips to stack up over the shoulders or as close to it as possible. Close your eyes and then just breathe in and out your nose. Get that flush. Belly still strong. Okay, tuck that chin, bend your knees into your forehead, then your shoulders, and then slowly roll down. Plant your right foot on the ground. Lift and extend through the left. Interlace your hands around your ankle, your calf, your thigh, wherever you get the best hamstring stretch. Letting that heart rate settle. Should already be pretty settled. If it's still flying through the roof, it's just a signal that you're in the right place, that you need to work on heart health. Huge indicator of heart health is how quickly your heart rate drops back down after pushing it up. So let's switch to that other side. Hamstring stretch. Connect with your breath. Every time you exhale, see if you can kind of send some sort of relaxed sensation toward that hamstring that we're stretching. All right. We're going to flip it around and go into our runner's lunge. Get the hip flexors, the quads, and then our glutes. All right. So one leg is going to stay forward. One leg is going to stay back. My right leg forward. Drop down inside. You can let that right knee open out away from the shoulder. Make little adjustments. Get that stretch where you want it. Sometimes it's better to lift the back knee and then let those hips drop a little deeper. Still have some control on that core. You don't want to put stress on the low back through stretching. All right, plant onto that left hand if you can, hopefully, and then we're going to try and grab that back foot. If not, you can roll onto your side, your left side, since that's the one closest to the ground, and grab your right foot. But the goal here is to stretch that quad. So pull the foot in, lengthen through the chest, roll that shoulder back. Okay, we're going to hinge back and then cross that foot over. Get your pigeon. Square off our hips to the ground. So here we get kind of a little bit of everything, whatever we need the most. The glute, the low back, the hip. It's good mobility for the hip. You want to really focus on keeping the pelvis square to the ground. Reason being, if you're allowing yourself to twist, then you're not really getting that full effect of putting mobility into that hip joint. All right, let's bring our bodies up and we're going to switch it around. So the left leg's going to come forward, right leg stays back. Find that drop. Same as we did on the other side. Just make little adjustments that you need, that your body likes. I like to kind of twist there. I get into my side, my oblique. You can feel the pull through the abductor, the low back, IT band area, side of the hip. Or maybe lifting the knee and then dropping those hips back down, pulling the chest back. Just feel that hip flexor open. Okay, and then let's see if we can grab the right foot with the left hand. Hope you all are enjoying the cycles so far. I've definitely been having fun with it. I find myself extremely excited and motivated for the light days. Don't feel pressure. Definitely leaving me sweaty and worked, but not exhausted and fried. And then by the time I get to my heavy day or the high intensity day, so far, we've only had one of each, but I've been mentally prepared and my energy is prepared. My body is ready. So having that little bit of longer time between intensities. So regardless of what I throw out, we're in our pigeon now, make sure that you're finding those lower intensity days if you are keeping with these cycles. I know some of you just are kind of hit and miss, hit what you can. So if you're finding that you're not able to hit very many of the heavy days or high intensity days, then feel free to you should put a little more effort into some of the lighter days. For those of you that can hit your 5 days a week, congratulations. And really see what the effects of having a cycle like this can do for you. All right. Let's come up over the legs. We're going to hinge forward and just get a little bit of stretch through that low back. So legs are wide. Pull both hands outside of the calf and twist. And then other side, twist. Nice job. Always a fun time. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.